Hello everyone. In today's video we will discuss how Maxwell's equations led to the discovery of Einstein's theory of relativity. Yes, in electromagnetism you know that there are a total of 4 equations and all those 4 equations together are known as Maxwell's equations. The first equation is Gauss's law for electricity, the second one is Gauss's law for magnetism, the third one is Faraday law of induction, and the fourth law is Ampere's law with Maxwell's correction. So there are a total of 4 equations, and if you solve all these 4 equations simultaneously, actually James Clerk Maxwell solved all these 4 equations simultaneously, and the result of the solution gave us that wonderful thing from which Einstein discovered his theory of relativity. So let's discuss one by one all the equations. So the first equation is known as Gauss's law for electricity. Here you can see on the screen all the 4 equations together. They appear in front of you. Equation number 1 is known as Gauss's law for electricity. Here in this equation you can see that nabla dot E is equal to rho by epsilon 0 is there. Here E is the electric field, and rho is what? That is the charge per unit volume, and epsilon 0 is the permittivity of free space. So this law actually tells us what happens in the free space around a charge. So this law is known as Gauss's law for electricity. Next equation is Gauss's law for magnetism, which is equal to nabla dot B, which is given by nabla dot B is equal to what? It is 0. Nabla dot B is equal to 0. So this is again a dot product, that is a divergence of magnetic field is there. B represents magnetic field and capital E represents electric field. Okay, capital B represents magnetic field. So nabla dot B, that is a divergence of the magnetic field, is 0. So it tells us that, this equation tells us that magnetic monopoles do not exist in nature. Okay, they always form closed loops. Magnetic poles always form closed loops, and that's why nabla dot B is equal to 0. Third equation is known as Ampere's law of induction, or Ampere's law of electromagnetic induction, same thing. Okay, so you can see here cross product is involved. Again, so what is known from this equation? It tells us that changing magnetic field induces an electric field. This law, Faraday law of induction, tells us that changing magnetic field induces an electric field. And the mathematical relation you can see on the screen. Here cross product is involved. Okay, that means curl is involved. And the same principle you can see in case of generators, in case of transformers, where magnetic field induces an electric field. Again, in the fourth law, Ampere's law with Maxwell's correction. This law tells us that an electric field creates a changing electric field. Okay, a changing electric field creates a magnetic field, even in free space. So that thing is known from Ampere's law. Now Maxwell solved all these equations simultaneously, and surprisingly he obtained a wave equation, and from which the velocity of the wave, that means the electromagnetic wave, was given by, you can see on the screen that equation also, C is equal to 1 by root over of mu 0 epsilon 0, where mu 0 is the permeability of free space and epsilon 0 is the permittivity of free space. And the numerical value of this closely matches with the number 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. And you know that this speed is equal to the speed of light. Speed of light was measured earlier to this calculation. So Maxwell was astonished by getting this result. His result from the combined solution, simultaneous solution of all those four equations. From that equations, what was obtained? Velocity of the electromagnetic wave was obtained, and that was equal to the speed of light, which was measured earlier. And then he concluded, means Maxwell concluded, that light itself is a electromagnetic wave. Yes, he concluded. Before that, that was not known to the scientists. So Maxwell concluded that light itself is an electromagnetic wave, and then entered Einstein. Why Einstein entered into this field? Because up to that time, it was known to the scientists that for the propagation of light, some medium is required, such as for the propagation of sound, air is required, some gas medium is required. Means some medium is required, whether it is gas, solid or liquid. For the propagation of sound, some medium is required. Similarly, to the scientists of that time, it was known to them that for the propagation of light, some medium is required. Okay, but this calculation tells us that the calculation of Maxwell's, the solution of Maxwell, okay, tells us that no medium was used in the calculation. That means light can propagate through free space also, through vacuum also. That was noticed by Einstein. And Einstein concluded that for the propagation of light, no medium is required. And the velocity or the speed of light remains same for all the observers in all the inertial reference frames. And accordingly, Einstein later postulated, Einstein formulated two postulates. First postulate was what? That is known to you, I think. Laws of physics remain same in all inertial frames of reference. And second postulate was what? Speed of light is the maximum, and it remains same, it remains unaltered for all the observers, regardless of their motion, means regardless of the motion of the observers. Light's speed remains constant in vacuum. Okay, and this is the maximum speed. And these two postulates Einstein used in his special theory of relativity. And according to that, what happened, that is known to you. That means we can easily say that actually there is a time gap between Einstein's theory of relativity, special theory of relativity I am talking about right now, that was discovered in 1905. And 3 decades ago, Maxwell predicted that C, means velocity of light, is an electromagnetic wave. Okay. So there is a time gap of almost 30 years, 3 decades. Anyway, the ultimate result is known to you. Special theory of relativity, so famous is that theory. So that means we can easily say that in Maxwell's solution, or in all those 4 equations, the seed of relativity was contained. Yes, seed of relativity was contained in all those Maxwell's 4 equations. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic, Maxwell's 4 equations, how these equations led to the discovery of relativity, means Einstein's special theory of relativity. Okay, and numerical value of the constants you can see on the screen, okay, mu 0, epsilon 0. Anyway, so this was all about today's topic, and this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching this video.